Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we're going to talk about Pat Cipollone, and we are going to clear up some questions about that. If you don't know, agreed to talk to the committee. He was given a subpoena, and he was like, sure, I'll talk to him. One of the things that I've seen that I think needs to be cleared up right away is that this will not be testimony like Hutchinson. This will be behind closed doors. And depending on the reporting, it will either be transcribed or it will be transcribed and recorded. I believe it'll be transcribed and recorded. Whether or not we ever see that recording, that's an entirely different question. But this won't be a hearing setting when he is talking, at least this time. And I guess somewhere on the news, somebody said that his job is to protect the institution of the presidency. And that led to people sending me messages. Is this a thing like the Secret Service where he really shouldn't talk? No, exact opposite. Exact opposite. There are different ways to protect an institution. Cipollone doesn't have anything to do with safety and security. That's not his job. He was the White House counsel under Trump. Now, with that name, you would think this is Trump's lawyer. It's not the case. The president is not the White House counsel's client. The Constitution is. The Constitution, the rule of law, this is what the White House counsel is really there to protect. It protects the institution of the presidency in the sense that a president says, hey, I'm going to do this thing. White House counsel is supposed to walk in and be like, no, that's unconstitutional. You need to stop. Their job is to protect the president and stop the president from embarrassing the presidency by doing things that are illegal or unconstitutional, sometimes even unintentionally. So, one thing that's important is that there's not an attorney-client privilege established between Cipollone and Trump. Trump may not have known that, though. But that's going to play a lot into this. There are some other minor privilege claims that Cipollone may make, but they might hold up in the hearing. I don't think they would hold up in court. But aside from that, as far as ethics and morals, to me, Cipollone's the person who should walk in and be like, hey, he did this that was illegal, this that was unconstitutional, tried to do this, was going to do this, asked about this, because that's the job. If there is somebody who should spill the beans, it's Cipollone. Now, how far he's going to be willing to go in this regard and how much he's going to volunteer, well, we don't know yet. But I have a feeling, based on the other testimony, that he's not going to hide a whole lot. He's not going to try to downplay. I definitely think that there will be things he doesn't volunteer because he's a lawyer and that's what they do. But when it comes to being asked a question, do you know about this? Yeah, this is what happened. I don't think he's going to try to paint Trump in an untrue light. I think he's going to come out and say, he wanted to do this. We told them this was illegal. The testimony suggests that Cipollone knows about everything, was present for conversations about seizing voting machines, about sending stuff with the whole fake elector scheme, going to the Capitol the day of the event. All of this, Cipollone is said to have firsthand knowledge of. I think he'll answer the questions, and I don't see it as a situation where he shouldn't. His client isn't any individual president. The client here is the Constitution, the rule of law, all the things that Trump is certainly appears to have tried to undermine. So Cipollone should be on the front lines of saying, this is what happened, this is why he was wrong, this is where he broke the law, this is all the evidence I have. But we'll have to see, and it will be a while, really, before we get the full scope of what Cipollone talks about. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.